guys, welcome to weekly outlook here on gold, the pound USD, the USDCAD and the DXY, and currently we are about going into the London session, but my analysis for the week is quite simple. I'm bearish on gold, but we might just get a counter trend trading, more like get some pullbacks over to these regions, maybe 50% retracement, and I'm looking out for a break below 1934. It's currently looking like a rejection here. Let's move over to the 1 hour time frame. Looking like a rejection here, so I'm possibly looking out for price to pull back to probably 50% or 61.8 retracement level around this region here. Exactly, so we could just get maybe a pullback from that region and continue to the downside. So anticipating price to come into this region here and give us a push to the downside. All right, so going back to the 4 hours time frame, my anticipation is pretty clear. So we pull back to these regions, we get a rejections, and we'll come to break 1932, 1933, and then we head towards 1885 for the week. But if we come back to break this downward trend line and this resistance, then we might retest 2010 even above. So that's that on gold. On pound USD, similarly, we have kind of same structure for gold. So looking pretty clean here. The analysis here is looking pretty clean. What I'm anticipating going forward is a pullback from this region to probably even the whole of 124.42, but I'm looking for price to probably just go for 50% retracement level. Yes, is it possible? On 15 minutes time frame, let's see if there's a level. Maybe we might get that, or we just get price go the whole 100%. Something around this region too, a possible lookout, even though I can't see any rejection patterns initially there. Okay, we might actually just work with that. Back to the 4 hours time frame. What I'm anticipating here now is a possible continuation to the downside. If we see, we're looking at a very beautiful head and shoulder pattern, head shoulder patterns here. So what I'm anticipating is for price to retest this regions here of 122.70, and then possible continuation to the downside. All right, so that's basically it on pound USD. Going back to gold, let me clear that our directions. Maybe pull back to this region, so here, and then we'll continue to the downside, break this regions and retest and continue to the downside. So that's basically my analysis. Just two-way things this week, or remember here or here, then we'll continue to the downside, or we'll break above these regions, continue to these regions, possibly continue to the downside, or we might just continue to the upside, depending. All right, so basically that's that on pound USD. On gold, on pound USD, I'm looking out for a pullback from these regions here to possibly retest this region, or just a little bit, anywhere around that region here, and then we'll continue to the downside. Okay, so that's basically what I'm anticipating for pound USD. Okay, for USDCAD, it's been crazy. So this is expected to have been, I'm expecting a continuation to the upside here with this rejection, or to the downside regardless, because USDCAD is showing a really bearish momentum. But let's quickly look at DXY before we do that. DXY has shown a strong bullish momentum. We came to a very strong region here, came back for a pullback around 103.45, and now we look like we might actually reject this region, come back a little bit to this region again for another retest, or the regions here before continuing to the upside. But we just know that a break of this region of 104.45, 104.50 would give us a push to 105, 105.50. So for now, I'm looking at a very strong setup here. A rejection to this region will give us a pullback to possibly this region one more time, creating a double bottom here before continuing to the upside, or we might actually see a change in structure. But if we can use this as an upward trend line, I'm not sure if we can say if that is too soon. Well, it's not very much dependable. Yes, it's not very much dependable. So, but we could actually see maybe beginning of a new trend, pull back a little bit to these regions here. Yeah, that's possible. So For the DXY, for now, what I'm very sure of is a possible rejection from this region of 104 and then possible retest of 103.50 within that range. And then we'll look out for rejections. If we get rejected around here, then we'll match this continuation to the upside. The continuation to the upside means continuous sell on GU and continuous sell on gold, which is my strong bias for the week. So this is what I'm expecting. Pull back here, creating a double bottom, and then continue to the upside. Other than that, if we break below these regions here this week, then we might just get a retest and then probably come to the downside. All right, so that's that on DXY. And if that happens, I'm just going to watch USDCAD. USDCAD, my principal bias is simple. We might just continue to the downside, to these regions. Or we could just create some strong momentums around here, and then we'll continue to the upside. All right, so that's basically that for the week. All right, I'll see you guys on Friday for a recap. Let's just see how this week goes. Make sure you back some peeps, and see you guys on Friday. Ciao.